All right, let's see what we have here. Wait, did I click record? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we have made it to the main card of Fight Night in Saskatoon. If you're here and you're new to the channel, I just want to let you guys know that I've made the prelims fight predictions as well on my other channel. No, on the same channel that you're seeing this video on. I have one channel. But basically, if you want to check those out, feel free to see them in my in the rest of my channel. I don't know how to do this YouTube thing. Basically, I made prelims fight predictions on my channel. Check those out if you want. And yeah, okay. So in this fight, we're gonna be talking about. Okay, so in this fight, we're gonna be talking about Jordan Espinosa against Mark De La Rosa. Before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know the odds because they're important. So Jordan Espinosa is actually the favorite here at minus 160. Mark De La Rosa, the Bumblebee, on the other hand, is the underdog at plus 140. Okay, let's get into this card. Honestly, we're going to start with the underdog because who doesn't like underdogs? Mark De La Rosa is coming out of Texas, USA. He's nicknamed the Bumblebee. He's an absolute tank. He's 25 years of age. He's 5'6", similar height in comparison to Jordan Espinosa. He has a record of 11-4, which is admirable. Something really cool about his record is the fact that he only has one win via TKO, which is a little crazy. He's got 6 wins via submission, 4 wins via decision, and he's got 4 losses, of which 1 TKO or knockout, 1 submission, 2 decision. And listen, Mark De La Rosa looks like an absolute monster. From his record, I would think that his expertise lies in the submission field. Again, most of his wins have come from a submission, so I would assume that. And at the same time, he's only lost once via submission. So in the situation where he went to tackle the opponent, put him in some form of hold or grappling little battle on the ground, he only lost once. And so honestly, if I was Mark De La Rosa and I was entering this fight, that is where I would try and use the best, of my ability to win, because I don't see a guy like Bumblebee De La Rosa knocking, Jordan Espinosa out. With this being said, 6 of his total 15 fights in the UFC have ended in a decision, of which he won 4, lost 2. That's also interesting. This fight could potentially go the distance. But I don't know. So De La Rosa is currently coming into Fight Night Saskatoon with 3 straight losses. He lost, and these losses are all pretty recent. So again, like if we want to consider the psychological aspect, and right now we're looking at, he has 4 losses in total. 3 of these losses have come from his last 3 fights. So it doesn't look good for De La Rosa, honestly, like from statistically speaking. So he lost against Alex Perez in March 30th, 2019, where UFC, there was UFC on ESPN2, Barboza Gaethje. He lost against Kai Kara France in August 2019 via unanimous decision as well. And finally, he lost via knockout against Raulian Paiva in February 15th, 2020. So again, coming into any UFC event with 3 straight losses has to, play a toll on you. I mean, we saw Tyron Woodley against Gilbert Burns. Like, Tyron Woodley had previously lost, his latest fight coming into the new UFC Fight Night. And, things didn't look good for him at all. Hannah Cifers is facing a similar problem. We previously talked about it. She's coming into this fight, this new Fight Night with a loss under her belt, a recent loss. So, it could potentially take a toll on her. But yeah, honestly, De La Rosa, I don't know, man. Coming from 3 straight losses can't look good. But at the same time, his latest win was in November 2018. So we're talking about, a year and a half ago. So if I was De La Rosa, I'd be inching for a win as soon as possible. With this being said, though, I want to stress his strengths in the submissions, which is why I want to check some of those videos out. Okay, so this was the Combate Americas, and this was Mark De La Rosa against Ivan Hernandez Flores. And, straight off with the leg kicks. I think this is a really interesting fight because it's one where Mark De La Rosa won in the second round via submission through an arm triangle choke, which was extremely interesting to look at, and it shows his abilities from the ground game especially. So right now the two are engaging, feeling each other out a little bit. Still the first round. Boom, digging. Oh, hard hits. He ducks. Look at that. Look at that slam, man. Dude, that is ridiculous, man. That's what shows, that shows so much of De La Rosa, because you had Flores, who started just attacking him right away, just left, right, like charging him. You see the little duck between that De La Rosa does. He ducks between his arms, scoops him up, slams him back down, and now we're in the ground game. That was insane. That was an incredible move by De La Rosa. On the ground here, and now this is where he's most comfortable. This is where he's most comfortable. That's his favorite position to be in. Look at that. Tried to slam him on the ground, but that was very good defense there by Flores. Yeah, now De La Rosa's on the bottom. Oh, they spin. Now he's got the guard. He's got the neck. Oh, he's going to go for that rear naked. But he loses it. Boom, now just from the top, unleashing. Bang, grabs the neck again. It's over. Surely, mate. He can't get a hold of the neck, man. It's one of the hardest things to do, but as soon as you get a hold of that neck, it's lights out. It's game over, brother. Look at that. Spins him on his side. Oh, look at that. He's got the neck. Surely it's over. Arm triangle choke. Lights out. It's over. Puts him to bed. And that is Mark De La Rosa, an absolute beast of nature, dude. That is crazy, dude. That is unbelievable. The way that he was able to scoop him up, slam him down, get himself to the right guard, unleash those punches, turn him on his neck, failed a few times, but then finally got that arm triangle. It's hard to get the neck, but once you do, it's lights out. Okay, so Mark De La Rosa is a hot prospect. Like, he's an absolute beast. But who is he going against? He's going against the favorite, Jordan Espinosa. He's from Ohio, USA, 5'7", a bit taller. His record is currently 14 wins and 7 losses. So he's got 3 more wins and 3 more losses than Mark De La Rosa, if you want to consider that in any way, shape, or form. The first thing that came to my mind as soon as I saw this was that there were 0 losses by knockout. Jordan Espinosa has never been knocked out. And listen, straight off the bat, when you see something like that, you know this guy's an absolute animal. He's got 14 wins, 7 losses, 2 wins via knockout, 7 wins via submission, 5 via decision. So the reason why I think this is going to be an incredible fight is because both of these fighters' abilities, their best abilities lie in the submission grounds, in the submissions, whether it's just the ground game in general. So that's extremely interesting. So at the same time, I see this fight going potentially on the ground. I think someone's going to be submitted. Because while a guy like Espinosa has 7 wins via submission, he also has 4 losses via submission. So that's extremely important to consider. This guy, that he likes to get down and dirty. He's either going to put you out in a submission or he's going to get submitted. Very interesting to look at. And at the same time, he's lost 3 via decision. So I want to analyze Espinosa here. He's coming into Fight Night Saskatoon with, some pretty interesting facts. He comes from 2 straight losses. So, I mean, what makes this fight even better is that De La Rosa is coming from 3 straight losses. Jordan Espinosa is coming from 2 straight losses. And what's even more interesting is that Alex Perez defeated both of these fighters. And Alex Perez was the one that was on the last fight, who fought against Juicer Formiga, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And man, that goes to show. So Jordan Espinosa lost against Matt Schnell via submission. Remember this, triangle choke. And he also lost against Alex Perez via technical submission, arm triangle choke, both in the first round. So when I see something like this, man, it's very difficult for me to consider because, look, Espinosa is a very good grappler, but at the same time, if he's been put out 2 times in a row via a submission in his last 2 fights, that's something that I can't just forget. But at the same time, listen, the fights beforehand, before the 2 fights that he lost, he won 5 against Bobby Escalante, Nick Urso, CJ Hamilton, Riley Dutro, and Eric Shelton. Most of them via submissions, which were really interesting. Also a few via decision. But at the same time, I feel like it's only fair for Justin Espinosa that I react to some of his ground games, some of his knockouts, or any of his performance to see what type of animal he truly is. Okay, so this fight took place 3 years ago. This was Jordan Espinosa against Bobby Escalante, which took place in March 2017, where Bobby Escalante actually lost against Espinosa via a submission Bravo choke. Boom, start the fight. Quick tempo already, starting with the leg kicks there. Boom, high kick. So okay, right off the bat, Espinosa is charging hard. We might see something similar against the fight that will take place in Saskatoon. We don't know. But look, starts fast. Got clutted already. Boom, takedown. Got that takedown. Bang. Almost had it. Not yet. And so right now, again, Espinosa he's pinned to the cage. Boom, falls down, gets the guard. Bang, punching, gets the back. That was a very good movement there by Espinosa. The way he was able to spin himself out into the back so he could potentially expose Bobby's back. Boom, hard punches to the head. Hard punches to the head. Jesus, Bobby Escalante is balding. Anyways, boom, punches to the body. Again, now he's got the full back. And listen, when a fighter's got the full back, we've seen it with Nate Diaz-McGregor, it could be danger. And surely enough, boom, punches. He's mounted him all the way now. All he needs to find now is the submission, is the rear naked choke or anything, whatever he finds. And look at this, he turns him around. Oh, guillotine there. Oh my God. Okay, now he's completely pinned him mercilessly pinned him against. Oh, could be a counter there. More movement. Listen, right now it could be anyone's fight. But let's see what happens next. Okay. Oh, it looks like he's going for the guillotine. Espinosa gets out of it. We saw Escalante that went for the armbar there. Oh, mounts him again. Now he spins him. This could potentially be it, Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the Bravo choke. Tap, brother. You're going to go to bed. He's going to sleep him. Tap. And it is all over. Jeez, man. Espinosa. Different gravy, mate. That's unbelievable. That is crazy. The way he was able to spin Escalante and welcome him into that choke was absolutely crazy. And listen, that is why he's got 7 submission wins. We're talking about a dangerous fighter here, guys. This guy is a dangerous fighter. Oh, man, I don't even know who's going to win. Dude, he is the favorite, but we saw Mark De La Rosa. He's also a beast, too. Oh, man, this is so tough. What are the odds again? Jordan Espinosa is the favorite at -160. Mark De La Rosa is the underdog at +140. Man, listen, this fight, I really feel like it's going to end in a submission, and it could really go either way. I'm going to go for Espinosa, but again, don't quote me on this one because I'm really unsure. It could really go either way. I could see a scenario where De La Rosa submits Espinosa, but I'm not sure. I don't see this going to the final decision. I don't see this ending in a knockout. That's how I think this fight is going to go. Espinosa could potentially take this home, I think, in a submission. That's what I think. I'm interested to know what you guys think, though. Comment down below. If you guys are new to the channel and you like this type of stuff, subscribe to the channel. There's more coming. We got main card stuff to talk about. And yeah, if you do subscribe and I see you guys in the next one, then I'll see you guys in the next one.